Hey guys, it's JD from Ponzo World, and today we're unboxing and reviewing this fingerprint padlock made by Uervoton. Now you can find this padlock on Amazon. Links will be in the description below, and this is $27, and from what I could tell from the reviews and the videos I've looked at on this thing, it is really good apparently. So here it is. Guess there's not much more to say about it, so let's go ahead and show you around the box. So up here, Uervoton, however you want to say it, it's kind of hard to say, but there's the brand name, zinc alloy, fingerprint ID lock. I believe this is the model number F4 on the side. Your finger is your key. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Up here, nothing. On the side, high safety performance, and then on the back, biometrics, fingerprint sensor, and then it apparently also comes with a micro USB, or that's how you charge it. I'm gonna have to see. So let's go ahead and get into the box, and this is a very cool box, and the way you open this up is by this little tab right here. It should, yep, this comes right up. Now I haven't opened this up yet. Is it upside down? I don't know. This was an upside down. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Here it is. Very nice so far. I've looked at videos on this thing already, and I believe it does actually come with the micro USB from the videos. So here it is. Let's take it out of the box. Very nice. And from what I could tell, you have to program this thing, obviously, for it to recognize your finger. But if you just put your finger on it, when it's not programmed, it could be anybody's finger. It could be any of your 10 fingers, whatever. If you just press on it out of the box, yep, it'll just unlock. So I did that with my thumb there. If I do it with this finger, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to program this, which is apparently very easy, which I will show on video. Let's go ahead and take this out, and yep, there's our micro USB cable to charge it. And apparently battery life on this thing is supposed to last like 6 months, and then, you know, after it dies or whatever, just plug it in, and I believe 1 hour of charge equals 4 months. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. So here it is, user manual, and this should be able to tell you how to set this up. Try and get the thing open. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so there's everything. Cool. Okay, I was looking there for low voltage. If you want to look at that, there you go. So I guess let's go ahead and program this. So let's do that right here. I'm just going to do it on camera. So I believe to do it, you get any finger, and I'd recommend just wiping it on your shirt or whatever first to get anything that's on there off. And so you put it on there. Should open. Hold on to it for a few seconds. There we go. Now you have to go around so it could get every side of your finger. Is it done? Oh, I think so. Okay, let's put it in. Let's try it. Yeah, there you go, it unlocked. Now let's go ahead and try it with this one. Oh, okay, so did it just not set up properly? I bet that's what it is. Yeah, okay, I didn't set it up properly. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna have to look in the instructions and figure out how to set this thing. All right, so just tried it once more off camera, and when it's done reading your fingerprint, you'll hear a long beep, and I believe the light turns green afterwards. And now you can see if I get the finger that I set it up with, opens perfectly fine. Now if I get a finger that I did not set it up with, it won't unlock. If I try it with my other thumb, it does not work, and that's really cool. And then I have to go to this one. Oh, didn't recognize it that time. There you go. Does take a few tries, but I mean, come on. It's, what, $27? It's not bad. I'm cleaning the little fingerprint thing right now. See if that'll work better. Oh, okay, so you might want to just go through, and like I believe you can set up a second fingerprint with this. And so what I would do is do it like on the same finger or something like that, and just have the second one with like the other side of your finger, something like that. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, now it's not working. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to work this thing. There you go. It is specific. I guess I just didn't get this side of my finger very well, and so it's not reading it. Focus the camera here. Let's try it again. See if I go on this side. Gosh darn it, now it's not doing it. Okay, I'm gonna reset this thing up and just let it read all sides of my finger and see if it'll work. Okay, so I reset it back up, and it also tells you how to reset it here in the manual in case you were wondering. But I went ahead and did it again, and now it's a little bit better. It's just during the setup, I would be really concerned about getting it mainly in the center of like your thumb or any other finger. Because if you, for example, do it like this, where I have mainly just the top of my finger on there, see, it's not going to read it, but as soon as I actually get it like the main part of my thumb on there, there you go, it works. So, yeah, I've done this probably a good 10 times just doing that over and over, not setting it up and stuff, but just figuring that out. So it seems like what I was originally doing was just putting it anywhere of my thumb on the little sensor here, which you can't really seem to do that. So just get it around like this part right here of your thumb, and it should work pretty much every time. You can see there. There you go. And see, when it is working, like when it senses your finger, it's secure. Okay, because for example, if I go to any other finger at all, you see there, it's not letting me in. But as soon as I go to this one, it lets me in, just like that. So you really just once it works, it's completely secure. Because I'm sure if just anybody goes up to it, tries to get in, it's not going to recognize the fingerprint. Obviously, it's a fingerprint reader, so it's just not going to let them in. Because I'm trying every finger here, and it's not working. Then as soon as I get to the finger that I registered, it works. Just like that. And it seems now actually to be that you just have to give it a few seconds in between every time you put your finger on that. Yeah, because now it's working every time. So it seems like this thing is kind of picky about where your finger is. Like I showed you there. Oh wow, that senses really quick. Wow, you can see I just barely put it on there. Wow, yeah, that senses quickly. Anyways, so this thing just seems to be working very well. It just needs to be, your thumb or whatever finger just needs to be in the perfect position, which I'm already getting used to. And you just need to, I guess, give it a few seconds in between every time you unlock it. Because now, yeah, now it's working every time perfectly fine. So, okay, so obviously you're not going to be, constantly unlocking it, locking it, etc. You're probably going to only use it like 5 times a day or something like that. Yeah, so there you go. And see, now it's working every time. Oh, as soon as I said that's not working. There you go. You just need to get used to where you put your finger. Now I want to see when this thing is locked, if I pull on it. Oh yeah, wow. Ooh, that's not coming off. That is on there really good. Now if I unlock it. There you go. Took a second there. Anyways, now it's working. Yeah, there you go. It just didn't pop out the first time or something. Yeah, see, it's working perfectly fine, and I put all of my strength in that, and it didn't come apart or anything. This thing just feels really solid overall. Now, I do want to see if I, push this down and unlock it. Okay, so, yeah, it does it. But it doesn't come out. And then as soon as yeah, there you go. So if it's blocked too, won't work. That's a little shaky right there. But once it's clipped in, yeah, that ain't going anywhere. There is no wiggle or anything to that. So there's my little review on that, I guess. Is there anything much more to say about it? It is water resistant. It's IPX5, I believe. I'm going to have to check up on that and make sure. I guess I can run this under some water or something just to demonstrate that. So maybe you could, use this outside or something every once in a while. And if it rains, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I guess what I'll go ahead and do is run this under some water and see if it still works. Okay, so here obviously I have the padlock, and here I have just a bottle of soapy water, in fact, and I actually just got it wet. It's not just normal water, it's soapy water. It doesn't matter either way. And let's go and spray it on now. Let's see, is this in a stream? Yeah, it is. I want to kind of make it like, how would I do this? There you go, you have to tighten it. Yeah, it's not much better. And I just got the door all wet. Great. Anyways, let's go and spray this. There you go. It sensed it as a fingerprint. It's kind of like on a phone. If you get a screen wet, it recognizes it as like a fingerprint, basically. So there you go. It sensed it as a fingerprint, but that's okay. I'm kind of expecting that. There you go. I'll guess I'll go ahead and dry this off and make sure it still works. Okay, so I went ahead and dried this off, and let's go ahead and see if it still recognizes my fingerprint. Yep, just like that. First try. Oh, not that time. There you go. Now it's working perfectly fine. So it's still perfectly fine even after I sprayed it down with water. Now, of course, that isn't equivalent if like you drop it in like a tub of water or something like that. I don't know how that happened, but it's not exactly equivalent to that. I don't recommend that at all. This thing might be able to survive, a quick little rainfall outside or something like that, but it isn't going to survive like being dumped into a pool or a bunch of water or anything like that. I highly doubt that'll survive, and I don't want to test it because I'm planning on actually using this thing. Now on the bottom here, there's a little plug in this USB port, and that is obviously to keep water out. But I want to see how you pop it out because I was a little bit confused about that. I'm not actually sure how to get that out. I think you have to just get something in between there and get it out. I'm just gonna use my knife for now. Let's go and see. Slip it in between there. Yep, there you go. Oh, that's cool. There's a little thing so then it doesn't just fall out or get lost or anything. That's very cool. So now you can just plug in the cord into here and I'll start charging. Just go and put this back. There you go. There you go. Still working perfectly fine. Now, one last thing I want to see is if, like, for example, and I know this is going to be kind of gross, but I'm going to get some spit on my finger, put it on here, and see if it recognizes my fingerprint still. So, this is weird, but I got some spit on my finger. I'm going to wipe it on here. Oh, well, just recognize it like that. This is not sanitary. Don't worry, I'll wipe this down off video. That's just disgusting. But there you go. Spit on the fingerprint reader. Oh, no. Nope, not recognizing it. Okay. There I have just a slight little bit on there. There you go. It's kind of specific with water. Or sweat or spit in this case. But there you go. So now it's working perfectly fine. So just dry off your finger or something. That's what I recommend anyways when using a fingerprint. Is just wipe off your finger on like your shirt or something before you go to use this, because if you get sweat on here, it's obviously not going to recognize it. So there you go. I guess what I'll go ahead and do now is give you guys my final opinion. All right, so overall, what do I think of this padlock? Now, it may have seemed, earlier on in the video when it wasn't recognizing my fingerprint that, it might have seemed kind of crappy. And it's not. I'm going to say that. In my opinion, this thing is really cool for the price. Now, I believe it was years ago when I went ahead and saw one of these for the first time. It was in a YouTube video, I believe by Unbox Therapy, and that was years ago. And I believe the one that he reviewed, this is just all by memory, I don't know for sure, but I believe his was like $100 or $75, something like that. It was much more expensive than this. And now that one worked, perfect. Every time you put your finger on it, it would work and recognize it. But that's, a lot of money spent on a padlock if it was $100. Now this thing, it's just $28, and you could get it, I believe, with Prime shipping too. And so you could just buy a padlock, you know, one of these off of Amazon. It's $28. You got Prime shipping. It'll be here in 2 days, and you know you're not going to spend a lot of money on this, and it's going to work, in my eyes, perfectly fine. As it didn't work there. Anyways, now fingerprint-wise, with it reading my finger, it's off and on, okay? You really, it seems like you have to get used to where you put your finger. There, you can see it worked. There, you can see it worked. And so you really just have to get used to where you put your finger on here, because if it really isn't in that exact position, it isn't going to recognize your fingerprint. And also, if you're at the gym or something like that and you have sweat on your finger, it's not going to recognize that either. So just wipe it on your pants, something like that, so then you don't get sweat on the fingerprint reader, which in turn, if sweat does get on it, it won't recognize it. So that's really it. Oh yeah, build quality. This thing is built very well. It's really solid. This is obviously metal. I'm pulling on it, not coming out. This is aluminum, something like that, I believe. I'm gonna have to look at the box. The front of the box, where did I put that? It's zinc alloy. There you go. And it's very high quality. This build quality on this thing just seems very good. Cause see, if I drop it, for example, like that sounds heavy. Now let's go and see if it still works. Yep, perfectly fine. There you go. So this thing is durable as it seems. It's water resistant once again. And overall, for the price, it seems to be really worth it. Now, obviously, you can't get better ones for more money. But this, if you're only wanting to spend like $28 on one of these, go ahead and pick one of these up. They seem to be very good. It's just you have to get used to where to put your finger, and that's it. So, yeah, I guess that's it really for this video. Hope everybody enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.